back on my front porch, throwing sticks for dogs, and maybe throwing balls for other dogs. It has been just such a crazy day today, and the weather is really beautiful. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. And frankly, I need to get out. So this is River that we did of her with her ball at the trailer install video, which we're hoping to put out soon. She just threw the ball and nobody played with her. So I'm now throwing. Do you want some more? Okay. Advantages because I get to be in this wonderful place with my family and my dogs. But the downside is, from a mental point of view, it really starts to impact you. So I've been working out every day this week. I went for a run on Monday, and then I've been working out in VR this week. And that's been really cool. But it's also meant that I haven't got out of the house because obviously stay-at-home orders and everything. And it's left me feeling really kind of, what's the word? Really slow and lethargic. I haven't wanted to do much. And I think a lot of other people feel the same way. I certainly feel bloated and horrible. And I've had a really nasty neck pain, like a bad back and a bad neck for the last couple of days. And I realise that it's because I'm just kind of hunched over my desk all day. My desk isn't set up quite as it is at the office, and the ergonomics aren't quite right. So I use Beat Saber and Box VR. Box VR is okay, but Beat Saber is more interesting. It's more variety, and so that's fun. And I'm thinking if anyone has any recommendations for games, that would be really good. Go get it then. I would go around the back of the house, but I'm not sure how good the Wi-Fi is out there. And this is on my cell phone. Do you want me to throw that for you? Okay. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Go get it! Okay, don't kill my daffodils. I have dogs that are not plant aware. And they are happy and I'm enjoying this. So I guess this is me going behind the scenes. There's a video coming today, but sometimes you just got to take 5 minutes and play with your dogs. I mean, it's got to be like 20-something degrees here today. Celsius, not Fahrenheit, obviously. And there's lots of ants flying around, which is not necessarily a good thing. Lots of butterflies flying around. Lots of flies flying around. And these are some of my indoor plants that are currently sitting outside enjoying some of the sunlight. So we've got some California Wonder bell peppers. These are Early Dole F1 hybrid tomatoes, both of these trays. These are Brandywine ones. And these are my cucumbers, my lemon cucumbers, which a certain border collie who should remain nameless managed to knock one of these out. But look at those. Look at the roots on those. It's fantastic. So my tomatoes are thinking about wilting a little bit. I did water them last night and I did water them this morning. But they're already starting to look just a little bit, you know, like maybe I need to bring them in a little bit into the shade so they don't get too hot. So let's bring them into the shade just a little bit. So, yeah, it is really warm on this porch as well. My chestnuts can move and those can move. So today we're doing a piece on pacemakers and electric cars, which I think is going to be really fun. Namely, that you can drive one of these things without having any problems when it comes to pacemakers. So these poor cars are absolutely neglected at the moment. Look at all this dust that's just accumulated. My wife was cutting some wood yesterday for the chicken coop, and I think this is all the wood, all the dust from the wood she was cutting, which is not necessarily a good thing. But we have both our cars sitting there being really unhappy. Love those bolts. So this is our new chicken coop. Our chickens are going to be arriving next week. Well, our chicks. So we've got about 7 weeks to finish building this and getting it ready. And hopefully, it's down there. I threw it down the hill. Go find it. And those are my vegetable garden plots, but I can't reach that far. Where did it go? Go find the stick. Where did it go? She's looking. She's looking. Go find it. So anyway, the cars are still on the winter tyres, which is a bit frustrating, but we can't change them right now because the tyre places are not open, and they're not letting you switch your tyres out if you have non-studded winter tyres. And if you look here, these are able to be studded, but they're actually non-studded. These are Nokian Hakkapeliitta R8s, and we've got R4s, I think, on the back. And then my wife's car's got Nokian Hakkapeliitta R4s on. So they both still got their summer tyres on, which is not so good. But again, hopefully we can fix that problem nearer the time. So thank you for letting me have a little 5-minute period of sanity after trying to work on projects today. The hard drives, one of the hard drives, you may not have known this, I kept it kind of quiet. One of our hard drives in our main server died this week. It had some issues, bad blocks, about 18,000 bad blocks in the end. And so we got a replacement drive sent by Seagate. The drives we have a 5-year warranty on them, so they sent a replacement drive towards us. And the replacement drive has been put in, and the drive is working as it should. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. I don't know who sent that. Sainty Bucks. You mean Starbucks? But thank you. Thank you. The hard drive died, and so we had to replace it. We got a new one, and it was hot swappable. So we sent it using a Sainty Bucks. Thank you. I like that. They sent it. I had to pay, I think, for what they call an advanced replacement, because normally with an RMA, which is the term for something, you send it back, and if the device dies, you have to send that back. That drive has to be sent back, and then they look at it, and then they'll send you a replacement. Well, obviously this is a mission critical server. Even though we had a backup, we decided to spend the extra money and have them send out the drive early. And then we were able to fix it. Too far from Wi-Fi? Maybe. I need better mesh Wi-Fi. We talked about this in the Hangout on Sunday. But what we need to do is we are going to... we've put the new drive in, and ZPool ZFS worked perfectly. I was able to unmount the drive, the problematic drive. Actually, I was able to put... For some reason, I didn't quite get the syntax right, and I couldn't replace the drive in situ. So what I did was I installed the new drive, marked it as a spare in the ZFS system, And then I just yanked the old one out, to which point ZFS went, oh my goodness, that drive's vanished, I better replace it. And of course it starts rewriting the spare. I'm erasing the data on the drive that has to go back, either tomorrow or next week. And the new drive is in. So it is quite nice to have that new drive in. I think you've got 8 hours left of the resilvering process, and that's meaning that editing today is a real bugbear because it's taking a lot longer. Even though we've got a cache drive and other things to make the most frequently used files live in cache, it's still slowing the process down. So I'm just taking 5 minutes, getting some sunlight, which is really important for your sanity and also your body, and also playing with my dogs, which is why I'm out here on my porch talking to you all right now. It's we're gonna have Anna soon on blockchain. She is just putting the finishing touches to that this week, and then we're going to be working on some new animations too. We've got a couple of videos on charging that we're going to be filming in the next couple of weeks. And my border collie, despite being 13, is just tearing through my garden to get his stick, which is, you know, do you want me to kick that for you? You ready? Ready? Are you ready? Well, you have to get out of the way. Ready? Ready? Boy, thank you. Are we ready? Mind my plants. All right, we're going to be finished. We're finished. We're finished. You should go in and get some water. Let's go in. Finished. Okay, come on then. In you go. There we are. And I feel a lot better now I've got outside. I don't feel as bloated and horrible and stuck indoors in stupid quarantine or whatever they call it, stay at home. So I hope that wherever you are, you're also able to get out and about, at least in a safe way, to make sure to catch this nasty